So, in what might be the biggest plot twist since EA promised no microtransactions, the company just went private, as in, we are tired of being yelled at publicly. That's right, gamers and gamerettes, EA got scooped up in a $55 billion buyout involving private equity bros, mystery investors, and the Saudi Public Investment Fund, because apparently every modern gaming headline needs to sound like a mission briefing
from Metal Gear Solid.
The deal instantly became the largest leveraged buyout in history, which is corporate speak for we borrowed a mountain of money to buy something that's already on fire. Naturally, this got the attention of the US Senate, who immediately went,
wait, who owns the loot boxes now?
Senators Richard Blumenthal, or Blumenthal, did I say that correctly? Anyways, and Elizabeth Warren, a duo who probably think Battlefield is an actual war zone, fired off a strongly worded letter to the Treasury about national security risks. Because clearly, the biggest threat to America isn't inflation or data breaches, it's someone in Riyadh possibly knowing how many FIFA packs you opened last freaking night. These freaking senators are treating EA like it's the nuclear codes. Meanwhile, EA is over here trying to figure out how to make a Battlefield that actually works at launch. And listen guys, don't get me wrong, I'm not defending EA. I've spent years clowning them for selling digital grass blades at premium prices. But for once, they're not the bad guy here. They're just the world's most expensive punching bag. So today, gamers and gamerettes, we're diving deep into how this deal even happened, why the Senate's losing its collective mind, and why somehow
EA is the victim in its own game.
Grab your hot dogs, grab your popcorn, grab your credit card, and maybe grab your passport, because apparently national security now includes DL-freaking-Cs. The deal, it started quietly, like EA trying to slip a 30GB update past your bandwidth limit. In late September 2025, EA confirmed it was going private for $55 billion freaking dollars, which makes it the biggest corporate midlife crisis ever recorded. Now to put that in perspective guys, that's more than Disney paid for Star Wars, which means EA is officially worth more than the Force. The buyer list reads like the credits of a Bond movie, Silver Lake, Affinity Partners, and Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. Combine that with EA's library of shooters and you basically have
Call of Duty, Wall Street Warfare.
Now the Saudi PIF is no stranger to gaming. They've been collecting companies like Pokemon cards for years. Nintendo, Capcom, SNK, all caught in the net. So naturally, when they decided to add EA to the collection, the US government collectively lost signal. The moment Saudi and EA appeared in the same sentence, someone in Congress hit the red button labeled panic. But here's the thing guys, this isn't new. Saudi investments have been quietly fueling gaming for years. The difference now, this one's too big to freaking ignore and too meme-worthy to resist. EA going private means no more quarterly earnings report, no more investor drama, and no more fake smiles at board meetings, just pure chaos and unlimited
We swear this time Battlefield works
energy. This company's been hated by gamers, mocked by developers, and memed by everyone in between. And now they're basically saying, fine, we'll take our billions and freaking hide. Enter the US Senate, the same group of people who once held a hearing about TikTok by asking if
Wi-Fi connects to the Chinese.
Senators Blumenthal, dude, your name is so hard to pronounce, and Warren decided that EA's buyout presented a national security risk. Because apparently guys, someone in Saudi Arabia might learn your FIFA Ultimate Team formation and use it to invade Delaware. The letter they sent to the Treasury was dripping in dramatic flair.
Profound concern, foreign influence, data freaking access.
It's like they were writing the script for a Mission Impossible sequel no one freaking asked for. They basically told the Secretary of the Treasury, this is dangerous, while EA was busy patching Sims 4 bug where babies stretch like freaking Play-Doh. The funniest part, these senators clearly have no idea how EA actually works. They're out here thinking EA has sensitive data. Bro, EA can't even protect its own servers from a launch day crash. You think the Saudis are gonna find state secrets between Battlefield updates? If national security depends on EA's infrastructure, we're already doomed. One DDoS attack and boom, America's done. It's like worrying that buying a clown car will leak the Pentagon's GPS data. Relax, Richard, it's a video game company, not the NSA. Meanwhile, every gamer in the country is watching this unfold, thinking,
wait, the government actually cares about EA now?
We spent a freaking decade begging them to regulate microtransactions, and now they finally show up because of Saudi Arabia. Now, to be fair guys, the senators did mention something that sounds, quite serious. Data access. They're worried Saudi investors could get access to user data, millions of player profiles, in-game behavior,
and maybe your origin login that you haven't touched since 2014.
The idea of Saudi officials scrolling through your FIFA rage messages at 3 AM is objectively hilarious. Like imagine this guys, a royal analyst writing a report.
This user shows strong anti-loot box sentiment. Possible threat.
Yes, I agree with the freaking US Senate. Gaming data can be sensitive, but acting like EA holds the keys to American intelligence is a freaking stretch. Like, senators, we are talking about a company whose idea of data protection is forcing you to reset your password every 6 months.
And then locking your account anyway.
If you really think about it, if they wanted sensitive data, they'll just buy freaking Facebook, and they can't, trust me. The senators also pointed out EA's financial instability, claiming the company's $6 billion loss in January made the buyout suspicious. In other words, they're not making enough money, so this must be evil. No. Maybe EA just made another Battlefield 2042. That's the real national security threat right there. I swear, they're acting like Saudi Arabia bought the nuclear launch codes, when in reality,
They just bought a company that can't code a working scoreboard.
meanwhile, gamers are out here saying, if this means we finally get working servers, we'll take it. As soon as this letter hit the internet, the gaming community reacted the only way it knows how. Memes. The subreddit exploded with titles like EA, Electronic Arabia, and National Security Threat, now with microtransactions. Twitter turned into a full-blown circus, people photoshopping senators holding Battlefield boxes like evidence in a freaking crime scene. Even industry insiders were laughing. Some pointed out that Saudis already invested in companies like Nintendo and Capcom without a peep from the government. Apparently, it's fine when it's Mario, but when it's Madden, suddenly it's freaking espionage. And the irony, EA's biggest security risk has always been its own player base. Dear senators, you think foreign investors are dangerous? Try entering a freaking FIFA lobby. That's psychological warfare right there. But beneath all the jokes, there is a weird truth.
Gaming is becoming geopolitical.
Honestly guys, the line between entertainment and influence keeps getting blurrier. Countries are realizing that controlling digital platforms means controlling narratives, communities, and freaking attention. And EA, for all its corporate sins, just happened to become the next pawn in that game. Only this time, the pawn costs $55 billion and comes with day one bugs. So, what happens now? Well, if you think the Senate's about to hack EA servers and personally review FIFA loot boxes, I've got bad news. These people barely know how to open PD freaking Fs. Next week, they'll probably hold a hearing titled
Are video games secretly mind-controlled devices?
featuring testimony from someone's confused nephew who once played Super Meat Boy. Senator Blumenthal will open with, I don't play games, but my staff told me Fortnite is concerning. Then Warren will chime in with, my grandson said EA is pay to win. Is that a foreign policy? The entire session will last 3 hours, include zero factual information, and end with someone suggesting a new committee to study gaming habits among teens. Meanwhile, gamers will be sitting there like, lady, the only foreign influence in EA is lag. It's not that their concerns are completely wrong. Yes, Saudi money raises legitimate questions, but these are the same people who took 6 months to ban TikTok from government phones. They operate on a delay so bad it makes Battlefield servers look real time. They've spent months writing letters, holding meetings, and demanding reports that no one freaking reads, while EA is already halfway through releasing another Madden 26. The senators think they're defusing a bomb, but really they're standing in a Best Buy yelling at a display copy of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. The next time Blumenthal says data security, someone should remind him that Congress once got tricked by a fake Pentagon email chain. This isn't cybersecurity, guys. It's political theater starring people who think server downtime means the waiter's late. And the irony? They're screaming about foreign data access while half their staff still uses
Password 123.
They'll call for an investigation, which means they'll host a hearing, get roasted online, and quietly forget about it the moment TikTok trends switch to GTA 6 leaks. So, once again, the question is asked, what happens now? Absolutely freaking nothing. EA gets this deal, the senators gets a headline, and somewhere a congressional intern is googling, what is lootbox? By the end of this, Warren will take credit for protecting democracy from microtransactions, and Blumenthal will announce a bill banning battle passes. And the rest of us will still be here waiting for The Sims 2 to stop lagging. The only real national security risk that ever mattered. So yeah guys, here we are, a $55 billion corporate soap opera starring EA, Saudi Arabia, and 2 senators who probably still think Steam
Is a kitchen appliance.
It's messy, dramatic, and so perfectly 2025 that it hurts. The Senate says it's about national security, EA says it's about business, gamers say, will this fix the servers? At this point, the only thing that can save the situation is a crossover DLC.
EA, the political expansion pack.
But listen guys, jokes aside, this whole saga proves one thing. Gaming isn't just entertainment anymore. It's influence, it's politics, it's freaking culture. And if governments are getting this scared over a publisher that made Anthem, Maybe we're more powerful than we thought. EA might not be the hero we wanted, but in a weird, ironic twist, it's the one getting blamed for world peace talks now. And remember, gamers and gamerettes,
It's not espionage if it's microtransactions.
what do you guys think? Is this the start of a global gaming conspiracy or just another Thursday where politicians pretend to understand video games? Drop your theories in the comments below.
Tinfoil hats encouraged.
And guys, thank you once again for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more content in the future. Take care and I'll see you in the next one.